Last week on Nitro Party, Luger keeps his job by beating the Macho Man. Match of the year so far with Guerrero Malenko. Hogan gets beat down the same way as the end of Fall Brawl. The Giant beats down the locker room the same as last week. Flair beats Arn because of another DQ or submission. Who knows? We're coming live from Chicago, Illinois. Before the show started, we had an Hogan intro, a repeat of last week's promo. The commentary are in Bears jerseys. Mongo played for the Chicago Bears. Heenan says half an hour before the show, a restraining order was placed on someone. They don't really give details of who. They just say the Giant is here and Hogan's at his hotel. So someone did it to someone. Sting comes out and says he's going to solve the problem between Macho Man and Luger. But before that, he's got a match. Sting doesn't come out of the tunnel, and he just appears on the side of the camera telling us he surprised us. Yeah, he did. I love Sting. Thanks for the chuckle though, Sting. I have a feeling I won't be happy for long tonight. I really want to be though. I don't go into these trying to be negative. Shark attacks Sting and just lays it on. Body slam, elbow drop, leg drop. Then Sting recovers and it's over. I'm not joking, the match was barely over a minute long. Remember I told you that we had a Hogan promo before the intro of the show? We now get a repeat of that same Hogan promo now. This is the third time in less than 20 minutes of Nitro we have had a Hogan promo. I went to look up the length of the Shark Sting match and I saw that we had a dark match tonight. The dark match was the Guerrero Malenko rematch. So yeah, one of the best matches last week, they turned to an untelevised match tonight. Unbelievable. At least we come back and we have Sabu versus Jerry Lynn. You see a sign in the crowd that says Sabu rules ECW, then immediately after security comes and takes the sign away. WCW is the home of the big boys, but still scared of ECW. Commentary says that Sabu will rip off the mask and eat it. And hopefully that's the only thing he rips off. There's a possibility that Jerry Lynn may get fully nude in this match. Stay tuned. That sure would be something interesting. I mean, they have a good match. Both these guys know each other very well. Sabu just keeps tossing around his body though. I get that's his thing, but man. It ends with Sabu hitting the camel clutch on Jerry Lynn. After the match, they keep fighting, and you see them by the stairs, and they cut back to the commentary. Bischoff says they're still fighting in the back, but they have something to talk about, and you hear someone getting dropped on the ring steps with the crowd cheering. What do they have to talk about? About how big of a show it is tonight. Cool. Now we have a promo with Mean Gene and Sting in the ring. Oh, and Luger's there too. Sting says that they need the Macho Man out there to get everything settled. Also, shout out to the person in the crowd holding the index card size sign. I absolutely love your energy. Don't change a thing. Sting tells Luger and Macho Man that the Giant has attacked everyone and that he's the actual enemy. Macho Man then says Sting is the enemy because if you remember from the first few episodes of Nitro, he thinks everyone is the enemy. Sting tells him he's paranoid, which, yeah, that's true. Is it just me or does Luger look really weird in this suit with the tapered waist and the wide shoulders? So to wrap this up, if Macho Man and Luger both win at Halloween Havoc, they're going to have a match against each other. After they ask, is he really the total package? Luger agrees. So it looks like we have some more matches for Halloween Havoc. A limo pulls up to the venue, and out steps Chris Benoit. We come back to Disco Inferno dancing. It's something. Big Bubba walks by him on the way to the ring. It's Big Bubba Hawk time. So this is kind of sad because Hawk feels really off here. Like, he shouldn't be wrestling off. There's even a really bizarre corner spot where his head comes nowhere near touching the corner, but he still acts like he hit it. Pretty quickly, Hawk power slams Bubba and then chases Disco Inferno outside the ring. Match ends in a countout. Match lasts about 90 seconds. And finally, we get a Hogan promo. I know you've been waiting all night for this. If you count replays, this is our third Hogan promo of the night. Hogan comes out in his Goth attire DLC, and Gene says you look different. Hogan tells him to shut up. Then he tells Jimmy, I don't want to hear a word from your mouth. Feels like a heel to me, honestly. Then again, Hogan says he wants to bury the Giant next to his pretend father. Hogan says he beat Andre in the Pontiac Silverdome, and now he's going to bury his son there. Cool, the good guy. He says if his stinky son comes out, he's going to rip off his neck brace and chase him down. And I know you think I'm probably making up how many times he says stinky, nasty, and dirty. He does. He calls him stinky and dirty all the time. It's really weird. Gene says the Giant is banned from the arena. While Hogan's talking, a monster truck being chased by the police pulls up. Hogan runs out to them in a rage. Well walks. Hogan slowly walks to the back in a rage. If you're excited to see what happens when Hogan finally goes back there to confront the Giant, I'm sorry, but they don't do anything else with that. Pepe knows that I'm feeling sad and comes out in a little Bears jersey and helmet. Thanks, Pepe. While Heenan says that he's surprised that a monster truck is so big, the police come out and talk to Bischoff. He says that the police are keeping Hogan and the Giant apart. Time for a cage match. Flair gets an entrance while Arn is already in the ring again.
Hi, real quick voiceover. Somehow when I was watching this, I completely missed that this guy had a sign that says, Terry Bollett sucks. That's the real name of Hulk Hogan, so thanks, brother.
We are down to the final 10 minutes, so this is probably going to be a quick match. We do have to have our final 2-minute commercial break after all. It's like the other Flair-Arn matches, so Pillman has to interfere. Pillman climbs a cage and Flair knocks him down. Then Flair tries to get the figure 4 on Arn, gets hit with something, and gets pinned. We go to commentary, and Flair rips off Bischoff's headset, saying he wants both of them next week. Cool. Commentary then recaps the entire show that just happened. We really need some new wrestlers on this show. It's the same main events every time. I may be getting my wish. Next week, DDP versus Mr. Bad, Guerrero versus Benoit, Hacksaw Jim Duggan versus Meng. Should be an interesting week if anything. But honestly, what a nothing episode. 2 matches were under 2 minutes. Nothing hit 5 minutes. We got 3 separate Hogan promo slots. And the dark match was Guerrero versus Malenko too. I truly do appreciate you though. Thanks for watching.